Hey there, Central Texas. Welcome to another episode of the B.A.D podcast, which stands for Broadcast After Dark, where we talk about things that you can't talk about on a traditional newscast. I'm your host, Jasmin Caldwell, and today I got two special guests with me. First off, I got Dana on the ones and twos.
Whoop, whoop.
Doing the producing. And then also we have Dominic Speedy Gonzalez here to my left. We're going to talk about some relationships. Hey, Dominic.
Hello, is my mic on?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm kind of moving all over the place. You know, I usually do, I record the extra camera shot. The last episode I was producing,
Right.
and it did not go that great, but
Hey,
I
it was
tried that.
fine. Look,
Now-
this is a lot. So I think you
Yes.
did great for your first time. I think
And now I'm a guest, so
Dominic
I think
dabbles in everything. He has
Yep.
his hands
a
just
little bit of everything.
in all the pot.
Dominic got 1,001 hats just stacked on top of each
A
other.
1,000. And if you're wondering why I call him Dominic Speedy Gonzalez, because a couple of years ago, we used to be on Texas Today. He runs fast. So he used to do this thing. He used to do this thing where he would come in the studio and ask you a question, and you might be like, yeah. He's like, okay. And then he'll put his hands behind his back and just take off full speed.
He still does it to this day.
I probably got some video that you could show them, but I'm just like, what is that, Dominic? So he was just like like he has wings. He put his hands back, and he'll run fast from like the studio to the kitchen to the newsroom. So
Yeah,
that's how he got
that
the
was
nickname.
based off of my friend Juan from elementary school. Shout out Juan, we know you're watching. He used to always, he was running, and he said that was based off of
Naruto.
Yeah, so
Naruto.
he was a big Naruto fan. So it's a what is it? I'm imitating an imitation.
So if
Life imitates art.
okay,
Sure. Yeah.
if I ever get chased by anyone or anything, put my hands back and go for it.
It helps with the aerodynamics and stuff.
Okay, so we are going to do some hot takes today. Where we're going to be talking about, just relationships and just a variety of different things that you come across when you're in a relationship. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I think it's important to let's set the scene. I am in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Jasmin, are you in a relationship?
Yes. He wanted to ask me that so bad.
And Dana, are you going to be participating in the conversation?
I can give a few 2 cents,
Okay.
but I will present each topic.
And are you in a relationship?
No, I am not.
Okay, so we have different perspectives. How long
Okay.
have you been in your relationship? This is also important.
If I say how long, I'm like, why you ain't got no ring?
Oh,
a long time.
You
A
know
long
what?
time.
They not in the relationship, so it's
Okay.
okay.
A long
Okay,
time. Just say a long time.
Right. So
More than 2 years.
Okay, so I'm at the like 2 and a little over 2 years as
Okay.
well, but well, don't get mad at me for not having like a ring. I don't- we don't-
Because you're not there.
I'm young. I'm 20.
Yeah.
We'll
yeah.
get into it.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll get into it.
into
We'll
it.
get into it. Okay. And now I'm about to get mad.
Okay.
Okay, so Dana, what are we talking about first? What's the first of all? Tell people what is a hot take.
Okay, so basically a hot take is just something that like you wholeheartedly believe in, but everybody else doesn't. And you are standing 10 toes down behind this, like you're standing on business on this topic, on this,
Okay.
like pineapples on pizza, or
Okay.
like what's another? Like
Sardines on pizza. I don't know.
Ew, no.
People,
but yeah,
people like that.
I've never heard of that. But I mean, true.
Sugar and grits.
Yes.
I
yes.
put
We had
sugar
that
in my
debate-
grits.
We had that debate in my family. It's either
Yes.
butter or it's sugar. And like they are mad at each other all the time.
Yeah.
Or rice. Like rice,
Yeah.
butter or sugar.
I put sugar in the rice too. So yeah, okay.
So just
That's a
stuff
hot
like that.
take.
Yeah, stuff like
Okay.
that.
One of my hot takes is how are you doing should not be like a greeting that you say when I hate when people say like hi, and a lot of the times they'll say like how you doing and they'll keep walking. Like I wasn't even gonna answer, but you didn't even give me a chance to answer. They're
But
just
that-
like,
that's
hey, how you
because
doing? And they're
You say
I don't
good,
like that.
keep it moving.
I
don't
Good,
like
keep
that.
it moving. Like
just
you don't
just
Yeah.
don't say how you doing.
don't acknowledge it. You
Don't
just be like whatever.
Okay. Got you.
So, so I'm gonna be presenting what these items are today.
Mhm.
Dominic provided a good chunk of them,
Mhm.
and then I sourced out from our other coworkers some other topics to bring up. This might be a part 2. We'll see how many we can get through in these next few minutes.
Mhm.
So the first one that Dominic came to me with was, is love truly blind? And then in parentheses, he says, the answer is no.
Mm.
So what do you think, Jasmine?
Mhm.
Ooh.
Now
Is-
this is based off of
Get,
there's a
yeah,
there-
explain.
there's a show called Love Is Blind, and I think
Uh-huh.
it's the stupidest thing in the world because
I mean,
love is absolutely not blind,
Yeah.
and because there's no I can okay, hold on. Love in some context is blind, but the way that this show is formatting it, it's these people are getting married. So I can definitely love someone just blindly. Like I love you as a person. I have love for you as a human being, you know. And I have love for human beings. Sure, because I don't want human beings to be hurt or anything like that, anything crazy happening. So there's love in that. But the way that this show or formats that idea is like you can marry someone without even ever seeing them face to face. And I think that's absolutely ridiculous. When it comes to relationship, love is not blind.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll have to. I'll agree with that, but then I'll take it somewhere else.
Oh.
I agree with you, Dominic. When you say love is not blind, I don't think I could love you blindly. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm,
I need to see you. I need
Yeah.
to know you. And a lot of people will argue about this one, and they may say you're shallow. I need to be attracted to you.
yup.
Yeah.
In
Call me
order-
shallow. There's no
Yeah.
water here.
Hey,
I need to
hey, shallow as a kiddie pool.
Yeah, that's
you
just
know,
Yeah.
that's
that's
just
fine.
how I am. I gotta be attracted to you. I'm
Yep.
not even gonna lie. You know how they say looks don't matter.
Yes, they do.
For me, it does.
Yes, they do.
Eventually, as time goes on, you do start to become blind. I think to things,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe your significant other is a liar.
Mm-hmm.
But you're the only one who don't see it.
But you know
Yeah.
what's
You know what I'm saying? Like,
what's interesting
mhm,
is that when you think about the attraction,
mhm.
so when you guys are first meeting each other, you're presenting the best version
Yeah.
of yourself, or you're at
Yeah.
these certain stages where like I like you at this stage, you like me at this stage,
Correct.
physically, like,
Correct.
visually. But then as the relationship goes on, a lot of times that I see, there's like guys will be like shredded, get into a
Mhm.
relationship. 2 years later, the guy's got a little, fluff to him, and that's fine. Like the guy gains weight, or
That-
the girl, then the girl gets pregnant,
Mhm.
Now- and people's bodies change.
People's bodies change, and you know what? I'm guilty of that. And I think that people body change, and then like I'll still love you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example. Well, we're talking about like body changes or appearances changing. I used to work at a TV station in Florida. I had a boyfriend there, and he just got a little too comfortable. You know what I mean? Like he had me as his girlfriend, just wasn't taking care of certain things, and so his teeth started to get a little yellow.
Oh.
And
Mm.
I had to tell him about himself. I'm like, hey, listen, if you don't get that taken care of, I'm out. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, because it's I'm not going out with you looking like that, and you're not taking care of yourself. If something wrong, you know what I mean. Um, he did get a fix. He got a fix, and guess what? I was like, okay, great. We were able to move on. Uh, But at the same time, if he wasn't willing to get that fixed or get that worked on, I'm gone. I'm not saying sitting up there staring at you looking like that every day. Like, what the heck
Yeah.
is wrong with you? You're not brushing your teeth or taking care of your hygiene. Like,
Yeah. So there's a lot of like different
Oh.
asterisk
yeah, those
Asterisk.
things.
to the
Those things.
to this situation, because like, and then you'll grow old together, so you'll both
Mhm.
like just your bodies are just constantly gonna change. So you were
Absolutely.
holding him accountable for his
Absolutely.
thing, and in some relationship, some people, if this, let's say they start out and the gym's really important to them, and then one of them falls off, they're like, hey, let's get back into it.
Yeah.
But whatever. But I think at the beginning of the relationship, love is absolutely not blind, but maybe it does lose eyesight
Yeah, it
as
lose eyesight.
as it progresses, as it gets
Yeah.
older.
Absolutely. And
as-
you become blind to certain things.
Right.
I will say, let's go back a little bit. When a person gains weight in a relationship, to me that's a sign of a good thing, because y'all eating good.
oh,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
y'all going out to eat, y'all having-
relationship weight.
You're having
yeah.
a good time in your relationship way. But yeah, you do become blind to certain things.
Yeah.
So you don't even care anymore sometimes about certain
No,
things,
and then
because
do you
you
have-
love them so much.
But then you also have do you have the thing where you'll look back at past relationships and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
what
Like, what was I
What was-
thinking?
what was going on
I
there?
liked you and I was crying at night over you.
Right.
Ew.
It's very weird, but I think uh, the way that someone looks is absolutely crucial.
Like I have to be attracted.
At the
I'm
start of
that is yeah. There's got to be some sort of attraction, like physical, financial. I'm joking. Physical.
I mean, hey,
No,
Some
let's
sort
call
of
a spade a spade.
Yep.
let's call a spade a spade.
Uh-huh.
Some sort of attraction has to be there.
Yep.
Okay. Next hot. What I keep wanting to say hot topic.
Well,
Hot. I mean,
hot
hey,
take.
I
take.
mean, it's interchangeable. It's
Okay.
fine. Okay, so then the next one, which you kind of already alluded to it, so I'm very glad. When you said, when you, like, love is blind, and sometimes you can not see the red flags that are happening.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the next one. So when you are dating someone's potential while ignoring their red flags. Go.
Been there. I have been there too.
Mhm.
Dating someone's potential. Yes. Because in our eyes, we want them to be a certain person.
Yep.
But sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, that is not always true. And we start to ignore certain things because we think we're going to get to that end goal. He's going to be a famous basketball player, right? Let me just throw that out there. We're just talking about sports. I'm just going to say that. And you're going to deal with the lying and the cheating and the whatever because you think at the end of the day he's going to be this successful or she's going to be this successful X, Y, and Z. That will I feel like that will make you blind to a lot of things, like ignoring those red flags. And then you get with that person and you break up and you're like, why did I even get here? Because I knew 2 years ago he was cheating on me. I knew 3 years ago she was a liar. So don't ignore the red flags.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of like jokes online that I see. Like there's a problematic character in a TV show or something,
Mhm.
and people say like, I can fix them. Like,
Oh my gosh.
well,
yes.
like it's fine. They're a criminal, but you know what? I'll domesticate
Mhm.
this person or whatever.
Mhm.
And I think this also has a couple of asterisks
Just
things.
pick another word.
Yeah.
Pick another word.
Qualifiers, maybe. It has a couple qualifiers because I think that in relationships you should see the potential in someone
Mhm.
because you are seeing a future, you're seeing a life, you're seeing a
Yeah.
family, kids. So there is a potential there, but I think that's a potential that you are creating together. But we're talking about like the potential, like someone's self. Like this is the type of person they are,
Mhm.
and I cannot be changed. Like the type of person that I am has been consistent throughout all my relationships. There's
So-
some things I learn about myself. I'm like, yeah, let me fix that. But like to my core, and I believe to everyone's core, you are.
So let me ask you this: how old are you, Dominic?
I'm 26.
You be 27 next month.
Yes,
So at that young age, is it safe to say you're stuck in your ways?
I I have done a lot of personal growth. I've done the therapy. I've like talked to talked to like my parents and getting
Yeah.
advice. But yes, I think now I'm maybe a little bit better, but there are definitely some things for sure that I am like it's just not going to change. And I've tried, and it's just like that's just me.
That's just you.
That's just,
And
like,
whoever you
what-
date or marry, they just gonna have to accept it, right?
Yeah, and you find like middle grounds. You find workarounds
Okay.
because like in my relationship, there are things that are just like that's my girlfriend. She's going to use up as many towels that she can for one shower, and she's
Absolutely.
gonna put all the towels away. She's gonna lay the towels on the floor, leading her because she doesn't want to touch the floor. She's gonna have the towels leading her way to the laundry. She'll put
Mhm.
put all the towels. So then you go to shower tomorrow. There's no more towels, right? Because she used up all the and that's her.
I wonder, is that a girl thing? Because I go through a lot of towels, and it's time where I'm like, I need to wash towels. I want to take a shower, but I don't have a clean towel. I want to wash my face, but I don't have a clean towel.
No, yeah, I maybe because I use maybe it's a good thing, like hygienically speaking, but I use like the same towel. Like I change them once a week because it's just drying off my already clean body.
Oh. Oh no, I don't do that. I get a new
I'm
towel every
clean. I'm already clean,
Okay,
and
so
I'm
maybe-
just dry.
Maybe it's a girl thing, yeah. Because no, I go through towels.
This is Jordan's dating the potential while ignoring the red.
Don't get me started.
Okay.
I'm clean. I just got out the shower. I'm
Jordan
just
stays
dry,
clean.
and then
And then
it
you
dries.
And then you
I
dry.
hang
Okay,
it,
you
and then the
hang it.
towel dries, and it's good as new. And then I go again, and after the week, we put it away.
Oh, ooh, Dominic.
We
At the end of the day, he is a man.
He's a man, yeah.
Come
And
on.
girls, we're different. We're a lot
Yeah.
different, yeah. I mean, I go
No.
through towels. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Mhm.
Like no, I'm using a different towel.
before my this is ridiculous, but like before my relationship, my current relationship, I had 3 towels to my name, you know, just 3.
Wow, you just rotate.
And now I have so many towels. Anyways,
That's funny. Must be a girl thing.
Mhm.
Okay, Dana. Hot take. Number 3.
Oh yeah. All right. So the third one is, which I kind of have some like thoughts about this. one,
Okay.
is keep your relationships private on social media. Do you agree or not? Hit it.
Agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Okay, so another story. Another Florida story. I always got Florida stories.
It's Florida.
It's
that was
Florida.
a trying time
Man,
for you.
I was right. I was one of those girls where I showed everything on Facebook.
Mhm.
I mean, me and my boyfriend could be drinking a glass of orange juice at the table, and I was taking pics of him drinking the orange juice. Good morning. We're drinking orange juice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I showed everything, top to bottom. Like
Yeah.
my whole page was dedicated to our love.
Mhm.
So I'm working at a TV station in Fort Myers, Florida. And it was a busy day, y'all. It was a breaking news day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just busy, but my phone is blowing up. My friends are calling me. I'm like, can't get to it. I finally get to a point where, okay, I can calm down. My show was over. I was producing the midday show. The show was over. I called my friend. Hey, girl. She said, did you and such and such break up? I said, what? She said, girl, go look at your Facebook. He took down that y'all are in a relationship, and he took down all the pictures.
Oh.
I was like, huh? I went to
No.
Facebook. I was at my desk. My hands were shaking. I'm like, he dumped me? What? I'm at
Oh,
work.
no. Oh, no.
Went to Facebook. Sure enough, it said, I went to his page. It said single. All of our pictures on his page. It was still on mine, but on his, gone.
Oh, Jasmin.
And I still had a little bit of work to do. So it was like one of those days where I was
Yeah.
doing the noon, and then I was helping the producer with the 4. I still had some hours to go, at work. So I'm like I wanted to run out of there. I wanted to leave. Like, why did you break up with me? And then you wait till I get to work
Yeah.
on the busiest breaking news day
Grimy.
ever. So
Grimy.
now everybody's calling. Oh, what happened?
Oh.
But you know what? I owe people an explanation.
Yeah.
You know why?
Yep.
Mm.
Because I put all of my business
Yep.
on
You
Facebook.
They were
Yep.
invested in your life.
They were
Yep.
Yeah.
invested in my life.
Yep.
And then it said that he was single.
Mhm.
And
It's
my
like
relationship.
canceling a TV show. Why is
It's
it
like,
canceled?
yeah, why is it canceled? What happened?
Yeah.
I was so
Oh,
mad.
Oh.
So embarrassed, okay?
Yeah.
Embarrassed. So keep it private, because
Mhm.
if you do put it publicly, people, there may be things that you don't want to share. And because you put it out there to the world, maybe, people feel like you owe them an explanation.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's my story. And I'm like, just keep it private, just in case something like that happens, you break up and you don't have to explain to anybody.
So I was at the beginning, like my first relationships, I was more used to like taking pictures and stuff, and so and letting everyone know a little bit like into my life, and that was a lot. And now my current relationship, that sort of has changed because I've grown and I've learned
Mhm.
to maybe not share so much, because then people have so many opinions and
Yes.
questions, and
Yes.
so now I keep like my relationship, my personal life,
Mhm.
my work life, work life, its own thing.
Yeah.
So everything's separate. Everything's
Yeah.
like in its own little category.
Yeah.
And that has also brought up, and that works for me, but that's also brought up some not problems, but like concerns. Like in my relationship, my girlfriend was like, why don't you like, post me much? Or
Yeah.
like, do your coworkers even know about me? And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
well, no, they don't. I mean, if they ask, I'll tell them, but like, I'm not going to just let them know.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I posted a picture. You're in that picture, and it's like you're there, and I point and look, you're in the background or whatever, and like you're in the picture.
I'm
and-
sorry. Can I
Wait,
interject,
I-
please?
I
Can
had to,
I
too.
interject, please?
But this has changed.
No,
This has changed.
Please let me interject
Okay.
real quick.
Go ahead.
Real quick, please. And
Fine.
I'm not trying to put you on blast or anything. I promise.
That was
okay?
such a guy thing to
Man.
say.
Man. So he just said, so his girlfriend Jordan, he told her, look, you're in that picture. I started working here almost 2 years ago.
In the background.
And me and Dominic probably became friends, what? Maybe.
Yesterday.
All right.
Probably so.
Okay. So maybe a year after or whatever.
It was Dana, right?
Okay. And on Instagram, like I think everyone started to follow each other. Like once we got more and more people started working here, got Dominic's Instagram, and I'm looking, and because one of our old coworkers, Zoe, said, "Oh yeah, like Dominic's in a relationship," and I was like, "No, he isn't." She was like, "Yes, he is," and I'm like, "No, he isn't," because I don't see her anywhere. There's
She's
one.
there. You gotta look.
There's
You gotta look.
one photo
I
that
mean-
Dominic had. They were probably in Florida. Like I'm thinking somewhere like
Somewhere.
probably tropical.
It's not at the
'Cause
pool,
I
is
think I
it?
remember. No.
Oh.
I think they were in like a
Oh.
gas station or something, and one of them was in a bathing suit. Okay. And like when you're in the gas station and like they have those reflective mirrors in the corner. Dominic took a photo of himself, and she
was
is
in
in
the
the
back-
corner of the reflective
In the
mirror,
background.
and you have to like zoom in on the photo to see her.
Ooh.
You are you
You-
low down dirty shame is what you is.
I didn't know Dominic either.
Yep.
Like was in a relationship either.
Yep.
Because I only knew his girlfriend by like. Well,
Word
what I
of
thought
mouth.
was his girlfriend. No, was like a body part. He posted like a picture. It was, and it could
Soft
have.
launch.
It could have been, but it could have been his sister. He
Yeah.
got sisters. It could have been
Yeah,
a cousin
yeah,
because
yeah.
Dominic
Yeah.
is very family oriented. Like it didn't say girlfriend. It was just like
yeah.
I thought he was
Yeah.
just hanging out with a
Yeah.
sister or a cousin. I was just like, oh, okay.
He,
Well,
he got her face cut off. in
there's an
one
elbow.
photo.
You know what I'm saying?
You
It's
get
the
an
female's
elbow. You try
Like-
to piece together what
All
it
right.
looks like you're
Okay.
putting a TikTok.
This was the old me. It's changed. I now post.
Yes, yes. He has changed.
Now
because
you go on there and
see
there's-
her face,
Yeah.
her whole face,
But-
Right
I should
away.
say, and you see her body. She's not just a floating head. You
But
see
it-
her.
But also I do want to say like the reason why I do that is
But it makes
because
sense
I
now.
am
yeah.
It makes sense.
I judge people the way I judge myself. So
Mhm.
like if I don't like someone doing
Me.
something, I'm not gonna be the person that is annoying me when I see someone doing
Yeah.
something annoying.
Yeah.
So when I'm scrolling on social media and I now see someone that I'm friends with and their profile picture is them and their girlfriend or boyfriend and everything they post, it's now a joint account. I'm like,
Right.
I don't care. Why
Yeah.
I didn't follow the family.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah,
are-
yeah.
I
It's just,
heard-
what's going on.
I
So,
heard that
would
word
do
on the
that.
street. I heard from somebody who had a joint account that when you see somebody with a joint account, like Jasmin and Dominic's page, that means somebody cheated, and the other person
Ooh.
is trying to
I know who told
keep-
you that.
Monitor.
trying to monitor and see who's
Uh-oh.
I know
messaging.
who told
So
you
it might
that.
be a profile picture. Like let's just say it's you and Jordan. It's a profile picture of you guys, and it's like
Oh.
Jordan and Dominic. Because
Mhm.
somebody, one of the two, is trying to monitor those messages or those
Yep.
inbox or prove to because sometimes like someone will cheat, right?
Mhm,
You'll take that person back,
mhm,
and then you want to prove to the person he cheated with, we're still together.
Right. Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
gotta-
So
we got a
there's,
joint
there's that
Facebook.
overcompensating
That over.
for the,
Yep.
Mhm.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
when
we
you
don't-
see those joint accounts, just know
Uh-oh.
somebody messed up.
Uh-oh.
And so I want to say, like, from a perspective of somebody, like, who isn't really, like, in the dating scene, but, like, is a, like, just, like, friends I went to high school with, like, just people I've just, like, met, like, in
Mhm.
life, like, follow them on Instagram, whatever. Like, from the outside looking in, I don't care. I do not care. And I don't know how many times I have to say this. I do not care. And I promise you, 80,000 other people do not care. And I think it's the fact of, like, I want to know how your life is going. Yes, I like that you got a promotion. Okay, sure, you
Yeah.
got married. Okay, sure, you got a baby. That's fine. That's great. But I don't need to, like, there was one person I went to high school with, and it was every time I got on Instagram, at least for maybe a month, maybe 2 months. Every single time was a new photo from the wedding. A new photo.
Sheesh.
And I'm like, I get it.
Like,
I
Getting her
get it.
money's worth.
Yeah, getting
You know
They're
what?
expensive.
It was probably
Getting
a
the money's worth.
$500 package. I get
Right.
that. That's expensive.
like,
But
but some stuff you got to
also-
keep for yourself.
And
You
I
can't give us all the
and
wedding
I don't
photos.
care. I don't want to see it. I don't care to see it. I don't want to see every pixel of your baby that was born. I don't
Mhm.
care. I want to see
Mhm.
one photo. Sure,
Oh,
fine.
Yeah, I
I'll
know.
scroll.
I've unfollowed a friend who like had a baby and then it became like a baby fan account. And I'm like, I
don't care.
I don't even
I
care
don't
who
care.
this child is.
Don't
That's
care.
unfollow.
I don't care. You know what I care about? How was that matcha you had last Thursday? You know what I mean? Like, how is this vacation? Like, I want to know about you. I followed you for a reason. I didn't
Right.
follow you and your boyfriend. I did not follow you and your baby. I
Mhm.
followed you because we were friends
Well,
or we've kept up in life. You know,
Some
what
people
I mean?
may feel like, well, my boyfriend or my baby is now a part of my life.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
And
why
that's fine.
they keep
But
it.
chill out with it.
But
Yeah.
chill
right?
out.
I think we
Let's-
can knock
Yeah,
it down
chill
a few
out,
notches.
because it's people like that who, when they do break up, please, let me have my privacy.
Exactly.
Oh.
No.
Exactly.
Oh, wait,
No.
wait.
We
Can
wanna
we,
know.
can we also here's another hot take. Are we done with it? I just
Sure.
want
Go ahead. Move on.
to stop announcing that you have a problem.
And you don't tell us the problem.
Like when they say, prayers please. And I'm oh,
what am I
stop.
praying for?
Stop. I'm not, guess what? No prayers, nothing.
Well, and
Nothing.
Dominic is
Nothing.
nosy, so Dominic wants to know every single thing.
And then
about
also like
what's
that,
happening.
officially single. Oh, you got to let everyone know you're on the market again. You
Yes.
want to recover first, do some
Self-reflecting.
Yeah.
Come on. what are
Find
we-
yourself.
And it's
Yeah.
just, stop letting everyone
But
know that
also-
you're sad.
No, seriously.
I'm glad
Seriously, I
that you
agree.
said that because I want to bring up. So another one of our coworkers, he actually had some good takes. So I'm gonna say his name. So Kevin gave me some.
Shout out, Kevin.
I went to him to find out some hot takes that he had, and he said something you just brought up, which is and let me give a disclaimer because he had one at the top. Quote, takes I may not agree with, but are probably good to cause an argument or have a good conversation with. Disclaimer. It's perfectly fine to move on from a relationship / dating relatively quickly. So
Wait.
you just brought that up.
He said that it's fine to.
To move on
It's-
quickly.
yeah.
I've done that.
I find that men move on quicker than
Mhm.
women. I
But-
think so.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Well, I guess
probably.
like your thoughts on it just as a general.
I feel like you need to take some time to get to know yourself, because sometimes I feel like a person can change you,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
And
can
you
lose
start,
yourself
we
real
were
quick.
talking about like, okay, I'm all into him and his life and this, that, and the other. Then he breaks up with you and you're like, you don't know, you're lost. You don't know what to do. Okay. Now I feel like sometimes you're just looking for another partner to jump right back into, because
Yep.
you're still trying to relive what you had with that previous person
Mhm.
with this next person.
Mhm.
I feel like you need to find yourself a little bit, date around. It's you don't have to, the first person you meet, you don't have to get into a relationship
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
with them
Oh.
and marry
Ooh,
them. It's okay
don't.
to kind of
Don't.
date around
Don't
just
piss
a little
me
bit,
off
because
right now.
sometimes what just happened? What's she talking about?
no.
No, I think we're on the same. We're
Oh,
on the same.
I thought you were telling him. I was like, wait, what?
No. I think
Okay.
we were thinking the same thing. Like we've
No.
known people
Because
who've done
sometimes, and
that.
I've seen it. I've seen it
Yes.
happen where
Yes.
people like they jump into another relationship
Yes.
and then they realize, I don't even like this person. I want to be with somebody else. I like another person. But you jumped from marriage A into marriage B without learning yourself or dating around, because you jumped into this so fast that you didn't realize maybe I'm not in love with her as much as I am with her.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're committed to this person because you got married and you walked down the aisle. You promised to love, honor, or respect, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you got to get to know yourself first.
Yeah.
You got to, date around a little bit.
Yeah.
See what you like and what you don't like. Because after coming out of that relationship, you're a new person.
Yes.
So figure it out,
There was this girl I went to high school with. We were really good friends. Like we knew of each other, like in middle school, and then in high school we went to the same high school, and then we played soccer together, and we became friends kind of instantly. And we were friends from freshman to junior year. When I tell you, I don't think that there was 2 weeks or a month that went by when she was not dating somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, but and she made it her entire world. And I'm like, we are 14, we are 15, we
But
are
just
16.
dang, that's young.
You are making this guy your life, like, and I'm just like, and she was
Gosh.
a serial like
Serial
dater.
dater.
And I'm like, girl, like you gotta like, and I think once I
That's someone
started
who's
to,
scared to be alone.
Yes.
she's so scared to be
Scared to be
alone.
alone.
And I think as I started to mature and I started to just kind of realize, like, okay, like maybe you should be by yourself. Like I think I started to see just people talk about the importance of being okay being alone.
Mm-hmm.
And I like reflected back, and then I was like, who do I know that isn't like this, or who do I know is like this? And she was the first person to come to mind, and I was like, oh my God. And even to this day, I think she's still hopping from relationship to relationship to relationship, and then but she posts them everywhere. And then when they break up, she got to delete them everywhere.
Mhm.
And then it's just like, have you ever
Yep.
been alone? No. And will you ever be okay? No.
Yeah.
You will never be okay with being alone because there's this void inside of you. And I think I know why. I'm not going to air herself out, but I think I know why she isn't okay with being alone.
Mhm.
But that is where you find help in therapy.
Oh,
That's where you
for
talk to your
sure.
mom. That's where you talk to your friends. Like
Mhm.
you need to gain that outside perspective.
Mhm.
But it could also come from the home. It could come from the
Yeah, it could come from the home.
Yeah.
You know, daddy issues,
Yeah.
mommy issues. Like
Mhm.
it's not that, you know, some people they don't want to necessarily be in love. They just don't want to be
Yeah.
I
alone.
want
Yeah.
something to do.
They just
Yeah.
want something to do
Yeah.
or want to
Literally,
say that
hell.
I'm with somebody.
Yes,
or
it's that for her. It's the title
it's that.
of I have somebody. It doesn't
Mhm.
matter who it is
I
or
have
what
somebody.
he's doing or anything. It's just that I don't want to be alone, and I
And
never-
validation maybe of like
Oh, 100%.
their self-worth.
100%.
I'm sorry, but you played soccer?
Yeah,
Dana.
I played.
That's why you be
sports.
putting those FIFA stories in the news.
Girl, oh my God. She always be talking about, Tina, I don't care about soccer. It's not about you. It's about what the
Dang.
people want to
Interesting.
see. FIFA is coming 2 hours away. Like, how is that not exciting? But yes, I do like soccer. I love soccer. I played it for 2 years.
Oh.
Okay.
Played volleyball for 5 or 7 years.
Oh.
God.
Oh, we're
sporty
learning
like
so
that?
much more
Very.
about Celsius. Okay.
Okay, all right, we're going to
Wow.
skip over that. Dominic, you got anything else to say?
I think I wanted to say something, but I forgot.
You know what? I have one. I have one
Go
that
ahead.
we could
Okay.
that we can
Okay.
we could probably wrap up on this.
And we still, like, in a good way, we still got 5 more. So this will definitely be
A part 2. Okay.
part 2, part
okay.
3, part 4. Like, it's going to be so many.
I didn't get to ask it to Dominic, but he had mentioned when he was talking about, having your relationship out there on social media. Do y'all believe in, okay, you break up with the significant other. Let's just say you guys went to the mountains or whatever. You got some beautiful picture. Do you believe in taking down all of the pictures, even if it was like a great time in your life? Let's just say you went to Paris, like you're under the Eiffel Tower. Do you believe in taking down all of your photos simply because that was your ex? Or are you okay with keeping some photos up? Like it's the Eiffel
I
Tower.
think
Like
I'm okay with keeping some photos
Yeah.
up because I have I've made some things
mhm.
like personal projects and stuff,
yeah.
and an ex is like front and center of it. And but I see it now as just like a project. It's a work that I did. So
Yeah.
it's not like that I don't really have like an
Keepsake.
emotional attachment to it. It's more like this is work. So maybe that's just like that's a memory. But depending on like the picture, if you guys are like kissing in front of the Eiffel Tower, you take
Then
that down.
right.
Yeah.
And see, I'm a petty Betty
Oh,
because I feel like I don't care if it's just a picture of an ex-girlfriend and she's just like sitting in the grass reading a book. I don't care. Take it down.
and there's
Well, and that's
wait,
different, though.
Because I feel like people are going to think, and even myself, I'm going to think you're still attached to her
Mm.
or this photo. There must be some love still there. Take that picture down. Remove
No,
it.
I think, okay, so like there's this girl who I am currently friends with that we
Mhm.
know of, and she, like, her and her boyfriend broke up earlier this year, and I was looking. So she deleted everything that had the two of them in it.
Okay.
But if there was a singular photo of her, she kept it up. Which I'm like, keep it up. Because you know why? Because you
I could do
look
that.
good.
I could do that.
Don't ever take down a photo
I could
where
do
you
that.
don't look good.
See, now
You
there
know
was
what I mean?
one time I did mess up. I'm not gonna lie, because this is definitely gonna contradict what I just said. Broke up with a
She does this
boyfriend.
a lot.
I know. We went to freaking Disney World.
Is it Florida again?
Yeah.
Enough of the Florida story. Don't go to
You
Florida.
need to go back to Florida, I guess.
That's the takeaway from this episode. Don't go to Florida.
It was always some mess in Florida. You know what I mean? We went to Disney World and had all these fun photos. You know, we don't have any children, so it was just us. You know, now, you know, Disney is popular. You put on the Mickey Mouse ears and the Minnie Mouse ears, and we did all that. And then, you know, I removed all those photos. I deleted them. But now I don't have no pictures of myself at Disney. I just got it like up here in my brain, like memory. But even the ones of me, like there was one with just me in front of the castle. I deleted everything. I was upset.
Oh.
And now I'm like, dog, I ain't got no Disney World
now
picture.
you just got to go back.
I know that's right.
And one thing that we covered in the last topic that since we're wrapping up, we can tease for the next episode, you guys, about the dating to like date around and stuff.
Yeah.
That and what when me and Dana were, you know, we're just like, you know, like I don't know, don't piss us off. But there are some people that are like that they date and they just wanna they want to find their soulmate so fast.
Yeah.
And there's so many different things, but we can touch upon it later. But I'm very excited to talk about it because there's a lot.
Yep.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this edition of the Bad Podcast. Hot Takes. That's what we're calling it. Hot Takes. We're going to continue this conversation on the next episode. But for now, thank you so much for watching. And I hope you learned something. And maybe you got something that we can learn from you. All right. Until next time, see you on the Bad Podcast.